Welcome to your Asynchronous Learning Week. This video is specifically designed to teach you how to set up a variety of different heroes poses. Since we play with heroes pose so much, so this is all about modifications and setups for heroes. So let's get started. Heroes pose, traditionally, the original no prop heroes pose. Ooh, my favorite, the old heroes pose, the old timey heroes pose. One knee up, another knee down. Your elbow can go on your top knee, your hand handles that other knee, and then you can always find your way to a mudra. Mudras are hand gestures, and we started playing with handling the world and handling our emotions this month. So this is Jnana Mudra, which is the wisdom mudra, and it comes together by bringing your thumb and your index finger. It's a very traditional mudra. The energy is circulating essentially between my thumb and my index finger. Jnana means wisdom. And so this mudra can bring wisdom when you meditate with it. This is the original hero's pose. Make sure you try your other side too. Jnana mudra, handling myself, handling my knees. I can even add a little resistance between that knee and that hand to make me ready. So this was the original hero's pose because you could get up at any time and go fight the world. So, now, a non-modified hero's pose, the second version that we have, and hero's pose is Virasana. Vira being our hero, our superhero. So the next place of hero's pose is actually sitting in between the heels and having the toes pointing towards each other a little bit, and making your way to sit here. This is a little bit of a hard pose. It's a hard place to be. Sometimes people will smooth out the center of their calves and make their way in and work on straightening the knees, bringing the knees to face forward. An option would be to add just a little blanket. I'm going to go with a quarter blanket. So here, and then I can roll up a little bit and take this little roll underneath me, which now allows the perineum to be supported. That space between the anus and the pubis. So that's the space we're plugging in, right? We want to find the first floor and plug that in. We have been playing in class with a block. That's because the block is softer, it's sweeter. Most people will not be able to just do a blanket or to sit on the floor without losing their pelvic floor, right? When you sit, then you end up here, and you're doing all of your breath work from a circular spine, and it's when you try to find your other spine, see how that low back can't quite find its arch? When we add a block, now look at the arch in the back. So I can make my natural curvature plug into the block and then find myself being receptive to what's out in front of me. This may need more, right? And so we have been adding another block to our hero's pose, just giving it an extra little bit of an oomph. Again, the goal would be to find this little curve and to be able to lift up the heart. Another option is to add this little roll of the blanket here on top of that block. I can take the glutes out of the way and then sit back. So then this starts getting a little bit more adjustable. I can adjust the roll of the blanket on top of that block. the last modification I want to show you is ankles, because our ankles sometimes get really sensitive in here. So if the top of your feet are sensy, I would say get a couple of blankets for sure. And they are going to be at this rectangle here. So you're going to take it out of that quarter fold, take it to our average size rectangle for a blanket, and then stack a couple of blankets. Give it a little bit of height. So just so you can see what I'm after, I'm going to keep adding these blankets to give it height. And then I can take this, let's see, even another blanket. We're going to go wild. So we're going to add one more blanket here. That's 4 blankets I just put up. Put my block or my blocks to the back. And then this is where I go. My knees are supported by the whole of those blankets. And then when I sit back, whoop, oh, it's a little bit of a tentative structure here. So I'm going to scoot up a little bit more. And again, make sure I can find my way to seat it. This is maybe even another blanket would be good instead of this block. So then the goal, I'm just gonna take it out, would be to have the feet hanging over the blankets. That's what we're looking for, is that now the toes aren't pressing onto the floor. They have a little leeway. And then again, I can find how to handle my hero's pose. Find a way in towards this support. Great. Well, I hope you learned a little bit something about Virasana hero's pose in this video.